22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Herbert now. He'll fire this complete to Hurst down the field. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Here's Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Here's Herbert. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
It's now 3rd down.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Play action. It's Herbert sliding out of the pocket. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. Down now coming up.
Well, that's one way you take away a 1st down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. This from 36 yards out. And his kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry now for David Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Back to throw, Ritter. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
Ritter now. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 18. The Raiders on the move, a couple of big plays in succession. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Buying time to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
2nd and 10. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. David Montgomery taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Raiders are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Chark goes in motion left. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football, as they've got it as we resume action. On is the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced. Free, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that'll be incomplete.
Every now and then you hope some volleyball training actually comes into play as a defender. When a ball's tipped in the air, nice play by the defense, got a hand on it, but when it's in the air, it's up for grabs. And too many times in this league, we've seen great plays happen for an offense as a result of a ball tipped in the air. So what you really want to do is be that guy who comes off the back line and spikes it, knocks it to the ground. Don't let him have that opportunity.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. McConkey with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Ritter. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
First down. Here's the run with Montgomery. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. 51 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call out a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Ritter to throw it. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he's got this down to the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Working from the gun, Ritter. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, that's kind of one of those we saw developing and had interception written on it from the second that ball left his hand.
And if you're going to throw a floater like that, it really only works if you're leading a tight end on a flag route or something to the corner of the end zone. If you're going to throw a ball like that to the sideline, you're just giving the defender way too much time to make a read on it, step in, and make the play.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The tackle there by Marcus Epps.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
If there's ever anyone born to be an efficient slot receiver, it's lad McConkey. gets in and out of breaks so well and creates excellent separation, and then after the catch, knows how to turn upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert escaping the pressure right. Open man right side is Shark. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Johnston on a quick slant. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Again, Herbert. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Left sideline a dime, and it looks like he's got it. A big play there for LA. 43 yards.
And not only does Justin Herbert have one of the biggest arms in the game, I don't know that anyone throws a prettier pass. Every time he throws the football, I just want to slow it down and have it be a highlight type of a throw. And oftentimes it is, just as we saw there.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense, because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Dobbins. Touchdown, Chargers. That could be an important swing right there. Touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing, because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 17-14. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Fighting ahead at the 15. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. And got his man complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago, as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Ritter back to throw. Here's back-to-back catches for Devontae Adams. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This 2nd and 4. Ritter from the gun. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. Sticking with a passing game. Here's Ritter again. That's to Bowers once again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will tie things at 17 all. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 68 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's Ritter. Dancing to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Ritter will set up to throw it. This one swung out to Montgomery. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Montgomery, another target and catch. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Campbell making the catch, and they'll get this down to the 10. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
To the air again, it's Ritter. His pass caught at the 4. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Montgomery is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. Once more Montgomery. And once again, this defense very stout. They stop him for no gain for the second straight play. Offensively, not what they wanted there, but hey, you can kick the field goal here and take the lead.
Felt like a little bit of a statement stop, didn't it? You know, made a big play right there. Okay, guess what? Ball's in your court, guys. What are you going to do? Myself, I kick the field goal, get the 3, and take the lead.
Ritter on the 4th down try. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bowers. And he is going to be out of bounds well short of the pylon, and that will be a turnover on downs. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick, I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the third quarter. From his own end zone, Herbert. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the first down.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Here's Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Ritter. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Ritter now. And his throw is incomplete.
Got an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Back to throw. Ritter. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Oh, he bowls over it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 77 yards on the ground so far for Montgomery. It's a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now a give running right is Montgomery. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd and 5. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And the last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you off sides. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Working from the gun, Ritter steps away. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Desmond Ritter, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. This is 1st and 10. Herbert. Complete to Johnston here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Herbert. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Nice, well coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Herbert going to throw. Flushed out right. That one complete. He found Sharp. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line.
Martin, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Now Herbert. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I've thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Throwing, Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Ritter. Open man down the field. It's Bowers. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Final minute. 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Ritter wants to throw it. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. And it's good. And on opening weekend, a field goal to win it as time expires. And the Raiders escape with a victory. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to